to a PNW Radio episode number 4. We've got a little bit of a switch up today, but I'm coming in clutch. I'm going to take care of it. We've got an hour-long episode. We've got the first 45 minutes where I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been happening in the Pacific Northwest, some music updates. We've got some exciting news coming out of the J Loud camp. We've got some new music coming out from The Image and Prez, and so we're going to spend this first chunk of the episode kind of just going through music. I'll check out some music releases. We're going to go through some Instagram accounts, check out some stuff on YouTube. We're going to dive right in. And then the last 15 minutes, we're bringing on a contributor for Hip Hop DX. Big shout out to Devon Jefferson. So make sure you guys tap in at 7:15. We'll be bringing on a Hip Hop DX contributor so you guys can learn a little bit about how the industry works, what it takes to submit content to him, and all that kind of good music industry knowledge. So before we get started and before we get any further, I encourage you guys to roll something up. Take the time, take the moment to get your mind right, to get inspired. I am smoking on some Sherbinski's Sunset Sherbet. This is the gentleman who created the Sunset Sherbet. So let me go ahead, crack the beverage, and spark the joint real quick. You feel me? So one moment. Spark up, you guys. Spark up. We got a long episode. I'm gonna do my best. This is my first time doing an hour-long show, so bear with me. Take your time. Come and go as you please. Feel free to ask any questions, whatever y'all want to do. First things first. The goal of this show is to highlight local music artists, some local news, and give artists the chance to connect directly with us. Artists, if you send us your music, if you submit your music to us via email, if you DM it to us on Instagram and you mention that you want to be included on this show, we'll include you on the show. It's simple as that. At least for now, we're trying to gather as many artists. We're trying to get and connect and support as many people as we can. So artists, Seattle, Portland, Spokane, Bellingham, Tacoma, any of the cities there in Washington, Oregon, we want you guys to be submitting your music to us. For real. info@respectmyregion.com. You can email me directly, joey@respectmyregion.com. Now, hold on. I need to take a breath. Absolutely delicious. All right, y'all. So diving right in. The story of the day coming out of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest music. Seattle rapper J Loud lands a major music deal in terms of Asylum Records, a subsidiary of Atlantic, working with Warner Music Group. Their team, big shout out to Taj King, J Loud, man, they got a great deal worked out here. I'm excited to see how that growth kind of plays out and to see kind of how the progression of that brand happens. So big shout out to their team, man. I grew up in Indianapolis. My grandma's still there. And so to see someone from Indiana and, who is now newish to Washington doing their thing like that, like, I got all the respect. It's mad inspiring to see that happen. So they were recently featured today on the Seattle Times. And so I'm going to read a little bit just from that segment, just because, man, it's mad inspiring to see this growth and success. So the rising hip hop and R&B artist has signed a major label record deal with Asylum Records, a subsidiary of Atlantic Records under the Warner Music Group umbrella. The deal coincides with the beginning of a new chapter for the label, as renowned A&R executive Dallas Martin was named Asylum's new co-president and Atlantic's vice president of A&R, artists and repertoire last week. J Loud is his first official signing for Asylum. Once that first label check clears, Loud plans to pack his bags again to begin the next phase of his career in LA to be closer to the industry. Super important. Artists, you can build your brands in other places, in other cities, but eventually you're going to have to try to travel and navigate the whole LA, New York, Houston kind of music industry models and things like that. To quote Loud in the Seattle Times, it feels unreal. It's one of those situations where you're woke about it, but it feels like a dream. So all the hard work paying off, man. Mad respect to J Loud. The versatile rapper / singer first caught the ear of an Asylum A&R rep with 2 of his latest singles, including the crispy hooky Dior socks with Seattle's Jay Park. Super cool to see Jay Park's rise to stardom. The last decade has really been Jay Park making so many international moves and then giving back to the community, providing numerous opportunities for other artists with talent in the Seattle area to also, get out there and get in front of the real fans. To continue in this article, Loud's name eventually trickled up to Martin, who's helped sign or develop some of hip hop's biggest stars. Huge stars: Nipsey, Roddy Ricch, Meek Mill, some of the biggest names in rap. And so again, this is a major opportunity. We're excited to see where this progresses. So big shout out to J Loud, big shout out to Taj King, man, super awesome. And I think this kind of is a good point to kind of segue to the next kind of announcement that's been going on. Is someone in our network, actually two artists, an artist named Prez, who has connections to us via the homie Eitan Shore, and kind of an A&R and manager out of California now, but also a little bit of Washington, a little bit of Oregon. And so their camp is just spread all around the country at this point. But Prez releasing some new music, and he's also included on the Images upcoming EP release on February 12th. So we're excited to be covering both the single released by Prez and the EP. Man, just a lot of big moves going on in the industry. It's such an exciting time, really such an exciting time. Now, the next part of this series, or at least of this episode, I wanted to go ahead and play and kind of listen to some of the music submissions that we've got. I wanted to show some love to some of the stuff that's been going on in the community, specifically some releases that have been covered by Hip Hop Seattle, a highly respected Instagram account. These guys do a great job of highlighting local artists in Seattle, some of the best rappers, and a good variety of up-and-coming ones too. So I wanted to kind of dive in and share some of their recent posts that they've been doing to show love to some of the artists. We've seen a cypher released by the Citywide Mob Group, super cool. There was a 2-part cypher that they did for Seattle. I'll play just a short clip real quick. It's pretty.
And if you got a credit union, we can hit for 10. Peach cobbler in the wood, it take away the stress. I just made 500 at the CVS. My nigga got that dog food and he don't own no pants. Feeling like I'm juice to God, nigga, fuck next.
It's family over everything. Money over bitches. I'm the youngest nigga doing it. The Lord is my witness. I got pip in my blunt, purple squat in my cup. Bitch keep blowing me up. I'm already knowing what's up. A lot of niggas be hating you. They be talking that shit. Shoot a nigga from his chin up. Call that shit a facelift. And if you real, I salute you. The fire up on the hip.
And so we're seeing artists drop cypher content. We're seeing more videos, and Hip Hop Seattle does a really, really solid job of covering the latest releases, a lot of the newest content that's coming out of the community up in Seattle. So, we've got some new releases from Peaceful Pinder and Tonic. We've got new releases from Noah So Cold, again, the cypher. We've got Tay Zooted with some new recent releases. Jay King. Who else do we got? Hedgie, another one. Dave Bird. I mean, when you go down this list on Hip Hop Seattle, there are numerous acts and numerous talents really doing their thing, really putting on for the city. The content is starting to look more and more quality. We're starting to see a bigger variety of videographers. The culture and the community in Seattle and the Pacific Northwest is really starting to grow and shine on a whole new level. Everything from, you go back to the Macklemore days, you fast forward to the Mosey days, you kind of look at the music community, and although there's no shows, although there's no events going on, these artists are still finding ways to get their content out there. And that's going to always be super important. Whether it's publications like ours, Instagram accounts and platforms like Hip Hop Seattle, repost accounts, even just the classic method of DMing it to people and asking for support. You just got to get your hustle on. You got to shoot your shot. You got to ask for favors, and you got to ask for people to support you. Now, kind of like looking forward to, more of these podcasts, more of these releases, more shows. We're actively working on the Seattle World Tour. We've got, a 3-month long campaign or a 4-month long campaign where we're featuring, interviews and all this kind of behind the scenes content. And, all of it is to really push this message forward and to bring the community up and to provide a platform for y'all. And so to any of the artists out there, we really want you guys to feel like you guys can reach out directly to us at any moment, ask questions, use this as a resource. I live in LA, a lot of the teams up there in Seattle. And so, if you guys need any help, you guys have any questions, we're here to help you guys. And so the next kind of part here for this episode of PNW Radio. I want to just do a couple quick shout outs. Again, Hip Hop Seattle for always making sure to cover the newest of the new here in Seattle, picking up the slack for us. We're not really able to cover as much as we have been in the past. Things are tight, but Hip Hop Seattle really does a solid job. Big shout out to the ETC Tacoma group down there, again in the 253, putting on for their region, for their area. We've been following a lot of their work and supporting them as much as we can over the years. And another great team, another great group of individuals for y'all to reach out to, to try to get some love, to try to get some content, to try to collaborate, to try to do something that can support and build the community. So big shout out to both of those platforms. Let's take a breather for a second. It's music, man. It's marketing. It's content. This is the PNW Radio. I'm freestyling it right now. I got the Sunset Sherbert joint. I need to get my head right. Give me half a second here. Let me know what you guys are smoking on. It's a great chance to go follow and like and subscribe. We've got 300 plus YouTube videos that we just uploaded in the last 90 days about cannabis products, reviews. We've started doing more TikToks and Reels and taking that content and putting that on our YouTube. There's a lot of different things that we're doing to help get it out there. I encourage all artists in the Pacific Northwest. I encourage anyone who's a music fan watching this right now, tag your music artist, tag the homies, tag your brother, your mother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad, whatever, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever it is. We want their music. Your girl, LGBTQ artists, where are you at? Reach out, send us your music, let us review it and check it out. We will do it live on the show. We might put you on the website. We might feature you on the Instagram. And for anyone that wants to go ahead and just invest in themselves and book the custom content, just work with us right away. You, of course, can always hire us directly at respectmyregion.com/marketing. We've got a bunch of content on there that you guys can buy, some packages, some bundles. You can get on other websites, you name it. So go check that out. Make sure you all tap in if you guys need that marketing guaranteed. No jokes. I also want to take this moment to do a quick shout out to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice Radio, Daniel Taylor Hart, Evan B. Man, you guys really the last few years, and I really appreciate what you guys do as a fellow music lover, as a part of the music community there in Washington, putting on for other artists. I love what you guys do. I love the platform you all provide. And thank you for grinding consistently day in and day out. To anyone watching this, make sure you guys go follow Rainier Avenue Radio. They're on tonight, I believe, the Fresh Juice Radio. I don't know what time, I don't remember, but man, just go tap in and show them love and let them know RMR sent you their way. To any artists that are out there looking to be featured on, live stream interviews or get content or go in studio, Rainier Avenue Radio is a great outlet. You can always, of course, tap in with us for some content as well. Now back to this radio show, PNW Radio, y'all. I'm gonna talk a little bit about music game. I'm gonna talk music content, and I'm gonna smoke weed or take dabs, or I'm gonna drink weed the entire time. Because this is how I'm gonna do it, man. This is one of our shows. This is Respect My Region, baby. So we do have an interview coming up at 7:15 with Devon Jefferson, contributor from Hip Hop DX. We're going to be talking a little bit about what it's like, working with that publication, what kind of content it took to get him there. And then, we're going to talk a little bit about the writer-journalist relationship. I want artists to understand what it takes to pitch music, how to get, really build that relationship and earn their support of you. Bloggers are not meant to just support you and your music all the time, every minute, every post or whatever. There's a relationship aspect to it. And it's important that we understand and extract that information out from the people who know how to do it at the highest levels and in the right ways. Let me take a moment here. I want to play a recent release. From off of one of our Spotify playlists here. Respect My Region has numerous Spotify playlists. We have a Today's Fire. We've got a Low Key Fire. We feature local music on those Spotify playlists, and we put you guys right next to some of the bigger name artists, the Futures, the Drakes of the world. It's a vibe. It's meant to have you jam out and rock to the songs you might recognize, and also discover an artist that you might not ever heard of before. So I want to play some recent releases, and I'm honestly, I want to start off with, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see this. I don't know. I don't know how recent. This is 2019. Let me check this one real quick. I want to start off with one of the homies who recently made some noise. There was a slight situation going on. Tory Lanez maybe stole a song, maybe he didn't, or a video concert, or whatever it was. But the homie Macintosh has really just been killing it. We've been working with him for, God, I want to say 5, maybe 6 years now. And so I would not be doing this show justice if I didn't start off with one of my favorite Seattle-based artists, rapper, musician, Macintosh. And this song is called Free Fall featuring Kashan, another artist who has been just making a huge name for himself, super talented. But anyways, without further ado, check it out, y'all.
Yeah, we fuck a little bit, we fuck a little bit. Ay. You fuck a little bit, but I don't know that well, so I write good pie. So they know what I sell. Hit her on the first night, left her at the hotel, made her buy her own flight. I ain't taking no L's, see my name in the city, and I better ring bells. Everybody want to bird, you should see the email. Cash out for the feature, couple G's on the visa, looking D's for the Riga. They be on my cocktail, what's the big block, man? Niggas know the truth. One thing about me, niggas know me shoot. It's blocks to quiet, eating baklava, getting here while I drop, I might tell the cool. It's a 6-figure nigga, you could look at the check, look at the neck. I got so much ice, I can look at my breath. Niggas wouldn't invest, used to look down on me, they looking and saying, I'm a fuck first night, 9 times out of 10, 9 times to the end, 9 times to the end. Bust a play, then I give high fives to my friends. Pull up in the Uber, lead a high rise in the bench. Call these friends, yeah, I paid a nice price for the lens. Buy another pair, hell, I just might, it depends. I'm a real trap nigga, plus I'm nice with the pen. Living life on the edge, okay? And I ain't driving no Nissan, nigga. I'm a motherfucking king like Keyshawn, nigga. You a bitch and she breathe wrong, nigga. We ain't going back and forth like ping pong, nigga. Hella high, if I trip, I'm a free fall, nigga. How to get it out the mud, I can teach y'all niggas. Young, that's my big dog, nigga. Run up on the slime wrong, I'ma squeeze on niggas.
I be high as fuck, yeah, I'm free falling. Seen that nigga come up, now he free falling. Finna walk up, take your bitch and roll my weed on it. I heard that he beefing, but he won't speak on it. Free falling, so my dick in a twat. My boys in them 20s with them red dots. This nigga like a tree, get knocked down. Big suburb, them hoes, they gon' fuck out. Big bitch, I fuck her so hard, she won't make it. Nothing in Buddha, I ain't gon' fake it. She tryna fuck, talking about how I'm famous. I'm doing these numbers, I'm geeking. I pop a perk and I'm tweaking. 30 rounds, leave a nigga leaking. I be so high, I'm free falling with Jesus. Getting my dick sucked by stripper bitches with cheek. They wasting my time at these label meetings. Finna hop in a Rari, I'm speeding. These diamonds be cold as a bitch, leave a nigga freezing. I'm with your baby, we freaking. I be high as fuck, yeah, I'm free falling. Seen that nigga come up, now he free falling. Finna walk up, take your bitch and roll my weed on it. I heard that he beefing, but he won't speak on it. Free fall, free fall. Free fall, free fall, free fall, free fall, free fall, free fall.
All right, y'all. So is that the traditional Seattle hip hop, Seattle rap sound that we've gotten over the last 10, 20 years? Absolutely not. But that is what's super cool about the progression of the music culture, the community there in Washington, specifically Seattle's music scene, is that we're no longer just this outlier of, live instrumentation hip hop and super, hip hop styled rap lyrics and things like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with being different or being left or being kind of, out in that, atmosphere realm of hip hop. But you talk about building brands, building sustainable businesses, and taking music seriously in terms of getting big, making money, booking shows. And the reality is that there's a certain style of music. There's certain things that people relate to and that the masses really, really gravitate towards. And regardless of what it is, that style of music, that's what's hot. More styles of music like that, other varieties, including Latin sounds and the reggaeton and the bachatas out there, there's a whole spectrum of different kinds of music out there. And I would encourage artists to, start to identify varieties of styles and start to experiment a little bit more. You never know what kind of collaboration or might take you to that next level. So big shout out to Macintosh. Big shout out to Keyshawn. You guys really killing it, man. I want to slide over and show love to J Loud real quick. An artist that, again, the big news of the day out of Washington, man, signed a major record label deal. So I want to play that song Dior Socks that they mentioned in the Seattle Times article. So tap in real quick. I've been fucking with this heavy. Smoke up, man. Gotta love the production on this.
Yeah. Goddamn car drip, yeah. So fly, oh yeah, me so fly. Switching up on me like they try, leave me high and dry. I never fade away though, cause I always shine like diamonds. Bad bitch on my all night. Ooh yeah, find my ride or die. Dior socks on my feet. I make it look so easy. I so dope got OD, but still y'all can't smoke me. Dior socks on my feet. I make it look so easy. I so dope got OD, but still y'all can't smoke me. I only make moves that's legendary. I'm getting those clean like Ben and Jerry's. I pass it all around, it's hereditary. I got in wolves, so that's veterinary. Yeah. You are not as smooth as me, bro. The less trouble without doing the most. I might just have to take a girl and take it with me all around the world. I'm riding around the first class, Louis 10, Louis bag. She dancing, let me throw the cash, let's get it, yeah. Bitch, I did it again, oh yeah. I just fucked in the friend zone, yeah. I just hopped in the end zone, yeah. I just hopped in the ocean, I'm getting too deep. I just might drive with it. I'ma bust that shit up and she cutting her feet. I don't go down in it. We go around for round in it. Hit it up, we go pound for pound in it. Know they feel it some type of way. They serving it all. Y'all ain't never helped me make a way. Y'all just watch me drive. Now a nigga been drinking and wild step. Bitch, I been fly as hell. Now a nigga been setting up shop with the drip. Bitch, I got clientele. Think you doing something, nigga, sit down. We got the big pounds. Hey, we got the big rounds. Hey, we knockin' shit down. Swear we ain't running from nothing. You want 7, bitch, I just came from nothing. Spinning with a running, we was thuggin'. I'm in sweet on fucker, ain't no bluffing. Chill, we used to chill through the night. Make sure we good for the night. Be hood through the night. We living like that for real. I need it back for real. Got different kind of drip vibe. So fly, oh yeah, me so fly. Switching up on me like they try, leave me high and dry. They never fade away, no. Cause I always shine like diamonds. That bitch on my whole life. Ooh yeah, found my ride or die. Dior socks on my feet. I make it look so easy. I'm so dope, got OD. But still y'all can't smoke me. Dior socks on my feet.
All right, y'all. It's very clear. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. J Loud, one of the hottest artists, if not the hottest artist, coming out the Northwest in 2020, 2021. Major fucking moves. Want to also do quick transition to some other people who are making moves. We have officially been working with All Star Opera for a few years now, and specifically Seth from All Star Opera for damn near 10. And we have a nonprofit and a charity foundation, the Seattle World Tour Foundation, that we launched together in partnership with All Star Opera to bring to life the Seattle World Tour Music with a Message series and digital campaign. So I wanted to take this opportunity while I've got you guys' attention to talk about this series, because we're once again, partnering with different music artists, some of the former artists that we've had on the Seattle World Tour series, some of the ones we were going to be working with, to bring to life this whole digital series, this digital campaign. It's all about creating awareness for homeless people, homeless women and children, the struggling people out there. The pandemic has obviously created a whole new reality for so many people. And in some cases, it's made an already difficult reality even more troublesome. And so, this series Although it is extremely fun and exciting and creative to do these things, it is all about helping other people. And so we would love for you guys to check out SeattleWorldTour.com, the Music with a Message series. We've been promoting it on our Instagram at respectmyregion.us. I have it on my Instagram at JoeyJPing. There's a lot of great content. We've been doing an interview series where Taylor Hart has been interviewing these performers live in studio, and then they also do an in-studio, performance. And so you're going to get some real, some raw, some really inspiring questions and moments, and a lot of hard work and creativity has gone into this from a team of people who really, really care about the music community in the Pacific Northwest. And so, just really want to do a really strong, powerful shout out, as much love and respect and just appreciation for all the people behind the scenes, All Star Opera, everyone in the PR group, the people who design and create and write, who pitch in, who created boxes and went and printed posters, and the hosts and driving all the places. So much effort goes into this, and especially during a time where things are just not easy. And so big shout out to the team. Thank you guys for the love and the respect and just the efforts. The Seattle World Tour Foundation, the Music with a Message series. Please be sure to check that out, you guys. We'll drop a link in the comments. Hopefully Mitch is in here. He can drop a quick link for you guys. But real quick, without further ado, I wanted to do a quick little section on cannabis. We've got about 10 minutes before Devon hops on the chat with us. We recently completed the West Coast Weed Tour where we reviewed over 300 legal cannabis products on the West Coast. And so I wanted to highlight the awards for Washington State specifically, and also Oregon, the Pacific Northwest. So let me pull up the content real quick for us to work with. Hold on here 1 second. What's going on? We're going to try to I'm going to share the best products that we reviewed in terms of flower for Washington. West Coast Weed Tour. Bam. Search it. All right. So I'll share the list of the best products that we have in terms of Washington State. I feel like you guys will appreciate that real quick. Where we go? The best weed in Washington State. Mitch and I covered this in the RMR Music and Cannabis podcast last week, but let's go ahead and revisit this for all you PNW folks. The best weed in Washington, the number 10 rated product that we had was the Virginia Pop by Redbird, formerly known as Virginia Co. After that, we had the Lemon Sorbet number 3 by Gabriel. Gabriel Cannabis is a former number 1 performer. Their Sherbet strain won the very first ever West Coast Weed Tour year 1. So that was 2 years ago. Up next, we have the Grease Monkey by Green Rush. Some super beautiful purple dark green buds. Green Rush has been killing it, small batch cannabis, since 2017. So up next, we have the Star Killer from Doghouse Cannabis. Doghouse, one of the most popular groups out of Southern Washington. You'll find them at dispensaries like Diamond Green, and I believe Dank's Wonder Emporium used to be one that would carry them all the time. I don't know if they're still around. Up next, we have the Sherb Face by Seattle's Private Reserve. SPR, one of the most respected indoor cultivation cannabis companies in Washington State. They had the Lemonder was one of the top 100 strains to try before you die, according to Leafly. I'm happy to say that I put a lot of the Leafly people onto the Lemonder back in the Diego days. But Sherbface by SPR, back in the top 10, one of the best products. We have the Cake Donut by Scored Marijuana. The Cake Donut was reviewed, I believe, by John, and Scored is always coming in with a high quality and very much a premium product. And so big shout out to Scored and their Cake Donut. We have the Mad Gelato from Mad Mark Farms coming on next. You guys, don't sleep on Mad Mark Farms. it's some of the best cannabis in the state. If you get a bad batch, buy another batch because I guarantee that it's going to be good. So 2 chances with Mad Mark and you're solid. Up next, we have the Glue Lotto from Agro Couture. Again, another small batch centric company, the Glue Lotto, a Gorilla Glue and Gelato cross. What could be better than super piney, super like sour, and then gelato, right? Up next, and I believe in second place, we had the Lemon Meringue from Avita's, coming in with a very impressive terpene profile. Limonene citrus flavor, very impressive. Ease anxiety and drive creative flow. The lemon meringue did not induce anxiety and make, it was very much kind of like help creative flow, relieve anxiety, which what could be better in terms of being able to get shit done with the sativa. And then the number one weed product that we reviewed in Washington State was the Gary Payton from Cookies. Number one, beautiful and dense purple flowers, peppery, gas, skunky. The glove would be proud. And I think that says it all right there. When you talk about premium products, it takes premium genetics. It takes great breeders, great genetics, stable environments, consistent love, consistent procedures and care. So big shout out to the cultivators in Washington State. I believe that's Mama Chan Farms. Huge shout out to the Cookies team. Killing it. All right, y'all. So we actually just got word that Devon Jefferson is going to be 5 minutes past 7:15. And so if you're tuning in to learn a little bit about, connecting with a hip hop DX contributor and kind of finding out a little bit more information about the music industry, some basic info in terms of how to connect with journalists and editors and kind of what to do for crafting press releases and things like that. Devon is going to be answering some questions like in those areas. And so definitely make sure to tap in. For now, let's go ahead and bounce back over to some music. We're going to feature one of my favorite local artists in Washington. Big shout out to the lady artists out there. Laze, been killing it for a minute. Let's see. Is there anything super recent on the Spotify while I'm on it? If not, I'm just going to have to go to a classic. I really like Off the Lot in terms of one of those. Yep, there we go. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to just do that throwback to one of my favorite tracks just because I need to hear it. Big shout out to Laze. See if we can fit another local song in here real quick before Devon hops in. Oh, I got one.
You can't cross me for this cycle. I'll take you to the candy shop. I let you lick, don't stop. Like, just pull up in that old like that. Ain't my Henny ice on rough. I'm clean, motherfucker. You better drink tight, motherfucker. Can't die with the rain, so the cover. Said I'm trying to make you lean, undercover. So, crazy said we pulling on the Lord. No roof, feel like I could tow the God. I need what you owe me on the spot. Count it while I'm sipping, I forgot. Crazy said we pulling on the Lord. No roof, feel like I could tow the God. I need what you owe me on the spot.
I got the next one figured out. All right, y'all. I got the next one figured out. I hope you guys are ready.
Baby, bring your eyes my way. Thinking about the choices I've made. Like why I ain't make you my wife, oh babe. I just wanna make you crazy. I just wanna make you wild. Want you to be my little baby. I only wish to make you smile.
Crazy said we pulling on the Lord. No roof, feel like I could
It's a year. It still is. 2 years later. All right. So I got to do a quick shout out to my man Blake Anthony, man. One of the best spitters in Washington. Been a fan of him, I think, 4 years now.
Like Folgers, guys
stay lowered, roller stoner, walking in a coma, living by the solar, touch, kiss by the sun, capture you until I'm numb, hit a Mario jump over competition, young, licking brown ice with my tippy tongue, anyone need to lick your lips like I'm licking tongue, I can suffocate the way she ripping on, stem shoeing, drifting on when we done, I don't have to stay too long, but you can have me to the highest gone, one of the highest suns, rolling never higher on, if she ain't rolling up, she ain't really smoking, your team ain't really up, what you really smoking on, life's so golden, blowing your Patron is focused solely on growing, love to my kin and love to my close homies, love my enemies, love niggas stay folding, I'm just rolling, still rolling, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, roll slowing, street lights golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, I'm just rolling, still golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, roll slowing, street lights golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up.
I said ducking, dodging, dipping, digging, doobie ass tray. Heard a goofy ass booby trap play. Shoot me that fade and quit shooting that shade. Move ribbons and new winnings, the proof in the parade. No sticks, no fees, low temp only. Golden trophies, my bread, no wheat. Yo, sweet so petite, my cones below beast with gold leaves. The pins up, I send smoke emojis. OG, bandana, hand cannon, landscape. Dirty money, niggas, hand sanitized, handshakes. Two niggas, two first names, we on the rampage. Might cut a rug, that champagne, the band-aid. Lit when it's dim, super tie, I'm a trend. I am him with the pen, give him two if he flinch. And my side bitch a kin. And she thick, but she slim. And she walk and chew gum, yeah, she cribbed it like crap.
Okay.
Through the city with the chest rolled up, roll slowing, street lights golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, I'm just rolling, we still golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, roll slowing, street lights golden, riding through the city with the chest rolled up, yeah.
Hey, big shout out to Blake, Anthony, Bruce, Leroy, and Crew Dog, man. Coming out with that heat back in November 2020, man. Coming in with that heat. Make sure y'all tap in, give him a follow, search for him on Instagram, look for him on Twitter, hit him on the Spotify, don't sleep. Up next, I'm gonna play a recent release. We've got, let's see, I think this one is a little bit more recent. Yeah. We're gonna start, this next one off is gonna be from The Image, Morning Prayer. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
If you care for me, I give you everything. If you're there for me, I give you all you need. Lay bronze on my shoulder. Come on, me all the way to the moon. Treat you how I'm supposed to. Can't expect the world to come through. Everybody in the club with a red cup. Put your motherfucking hands up. Big face, put a hand up. I pray we never get jammed up. Now I know I wouldn't trade it up for nothing. If you care for me, and let's clap and just vibe. I give you everything. Whoever want it. If you're there for me, and if you're there right now, I give you all you need. Let's go. I don't really wanna know if you got it. Never free you run the world. Fight for me, daddy. Pull up all eyes on you. You so desire. And if you say so, and we can get higher. You can never be the one falling, falling, falling over, yeah, falling, falling. I will never let you waste it. Falling over, yeah. Don't let this
image, y'all.
I give you everything if you're there for me. I give you all you need. Lay your arms on my shoulder. Let me all the way to the moon. Treat you while we do both.
Dab 30, you know what I'm saying? Woo! All right, y'all. Before we bring Devon on, he's going to be here in just about any moment. Got to do a quick couple shout outs. Number one, big shout out to Eitan Shore. If you guys have any consulting or any music assistance that you need, you know, definitely consider reaching out to Ox at Plug in the OX Ox on Instagram. Definitely reach out to him for any guidance and support. May or may not cost money, so be prepared. This is real music industry shit. In terms of music shout outs, big shout out to The Image, big shout out to J-Loud. Congratulations on the big deal, man. Much love and respect from Respect My Region. Congratulations. Super excited to see the growth. Huge shout out to Taylor Hart. Huge shout out to the whole PNW Radio team, Rachel Park, Mitch, Taylor. Man, there's so many people involved here at RMR that hard to name everyone fresh off of Grand Dab. So really appreciate everyone's hard work. Coming up next, we'll be doing an interview with Devon Jefferson, Hip Hop DX contributor. So be sure to tap in, follow, like, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead, roll up another little joint over here. And in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy this next record. Let me go ahead and get back over to it. We've got, who do we got? Where did it go? Where'd it go? Swoop. There it is. Oh, yep. Shout out to Stunna Kid and YSC Calico. Wanted to go ahead and show love to them since Stunna's going to be on the episode this weekend. Be sure to tap in.
When I turn up, it's ridiculous. So many bottles, so many bitches and niggas and shit can get ignorant. Too many pussies and too many mans. We ain't been social distancing. Every car that I drive is fast. You ain't seen this cause it's limited. I pray to the Lord I don't crash. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. She dry like the demon. She in the demon. We see the mud. She know I be leaning. All of this smoke. I feel like I'm dreaming. When I'm in the port, I just like speeding. When I'm in the port, I just like speeding. She don't like leather cause baby a V. She don't like leather cause baby a V. My shooters and all my shooters come from Cleveland. Pull down, made a crowd shake. All eyes on me like the head of a snake. I'ma go down on one of their days. I know these fuck niggas tricking me, babe. I ain't playing while they playing it safe. They don't focus on the money I make. She just vibing and playing it safe. We just vibing and playing it safe. When I turn up, it's ridiculous. So many bottles, so many bitches and niggas and shit can get ignorant. Too many pussies and too many minds, so we ain't been social distancing. Every car that I drive is fast. You ain't seen this cause it's limited. I pray to the Lord I don't crash. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. All of my niggas is ignorant. When they try to drive fast. She got the Henny and one of them gum on the dog, the bottle, then on the polo, got the Airbnb, pal out the soda. They acting out this is the coupe of the photo. Last time, keep my dinner, bring the nigga to the social. Make big dog moves on these niggas move toto. Thumbs in the chain, flashing like 2 photos. AK, big flame, nigga like a dude choto. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. My click is sticking with everybody got a bag. You see me driving this limited, while when I'm whipping the guaranteed I do the day. I did that work out, I finished my fifth in the gym. I bought it, then check the tank. YNC bitch, you really love the swag. Kill combos if it ain't about cash. When it turn up, it's ridiculous. So many bottles, so many bitches and niggas and shit can get ignorant. Too many pussies and too many minds, so we ain't been social.
Big shout out, Stunna Kid, YSC Calico.
I pray to the Lord I don't crash.
This shit goes hard.
My niggas is ignorant. When they try fast. All of my niggas is ignorant.
Off the new Stunny Kid album, Never Go Broke. This was back in 2020, the most recent project. It's fire. Woo!
All of my niggas is ignorant.
I hope you guys are having an enjoyable evening. I hope you guys are making some moves, feeling inspired. I'm about to get this joint finished rolling up. Woo-hoo! And then we're about to be getting over here to this interview. I'm pretty pumped about this. Need to make sure we tap in real quick. We have technical difficulties here and there, so let me make sure everything's going golden real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. All right. Yo, so some quick free music game. RMR actively does a lot of content for music artists in terms of we like to run ads for artists. We like to be doing, you can definitely work with some of the videographers in our network. And then we also have the ability to help, get you guys verified and kind of develop a press strategy that can really tell your story and then continue telling the stories that you're trying to release through your music, through the various campaigns. And so if there is any artists out there that are looking to kind of elevate their reach, work with some of those bigger name publications, not just us, I think now would be a great time to at least, definitely shoot us an email and reach out, and we can set up, a phone call to get something going that can just really help you guys get, even just more knowledge or point you in the right direction or to the right homie. So really appreciate you guys for tapping in. This is J Ping here checking in live at Respect My Region. This is PNW Radio. Make sure if you guys have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. And my guy, Devon, how are you doing? Oh, let's get that audio situation and your connection tapped in real quick and checked out. Forgive us, everybody. Again, working on these new. Oh, there we go. A little bit better.
What's going on, my G?
Oh, audio. Wham bam. All right, y'all. We're almost there. We're getting close. Just like me rolling this joint for 10 minutes. I'm getting close. I got this little baby one. There we go.
You hear me?
Almost. We'll get you tapped in. Woo! I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening.
Yep.
While we navigate these technical issues. We had everything locked and loaded before, but as you guys know, in this world of pandemic technology, you never know when something's going to work or not work. Audio, visuals, Wi-Fi. Let me hear you. How you doing?
We good? No? Yes? No?
Nope, still can't hear you.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
It's all good, y'all. Bear with us. We will get this situated and taken care of. We had this similar situation earlier. As I was saying, we've got classic pandemic problems in terms of connection and Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. And so be sure to drop your questions in the comments. We've got Mitch. He'll be able to text me any of your guys' questions, and we can see if we can run some of them through. But for now, we've just got a couple of questions for Devon. We'll be. Oh, hello.
Good. Can you hear me? I don't know why.
Hey, what's going on, my man?
You hear me?
We're so close. I still can't hear you though. All right. Well, we will still continue to try to get this figured out. I'm not able to hear him at this point, but I feel like we are inches away from the finish line. In the meantime, let me spark this joint, and we will see if we can get our audio producer team to get this situated. I hope you all are doing well. We got a couple cool people that hooked us up. Mother Nature's Remedy, a local dispensary in Woodland Hills tonight, providing the Rebel Coast. This is a mixed berry cannabis infused seltzer. I've got some Sunset Sherbet from Sherbinski's. Let me go ahead and hit this real quick. All right, here we go. Woo! All righty, y'all. Episode 4 of the PNW Radio podcast, presented by Respect My Region's original podcast network. We will be releasing numerous podcasts, numerous shows, and collaborating with other artists and influencers to provide all kinds of unique and original content. If you guys would like to be a part of these shows or be a part of this network, please reach out to info@respectmyregion.com. Attention, Joey. And I will be sure to check that out and hear pitches and or talk and discuss collaboration opportunities. So if you guys have any questions, that email would be a good place to reach out. Again, info@respectmyregion.com and or joey@respectmyregion.com. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get Devon back on the show. Try it one more time, and if not, we might just have to reschedule and retry it again. It could be one of those episodes we have to revisit. Oh, hello. We had him there for a second, and we're looking at a beautiful room. So I hope you guys are excited. I might just be able to ask him the questions but hear him, but unfortunately, maybe we can do this. This could be an interesting workaround here. Yo, what up, man? How are you? We had him there for a second. I might just be able to. Hot dab J Ping. Shout out to Jared Michael, man. There we go. Yo, what up, man? How are you? No, I'm not able to hear him, unfortunately. All right, y'all. Well, we're still having some technical difficulties, so I'm not exactly sure how to proceed. Mitch, text me on some guidance. But for now, though, I'm going to end the episode and sign off. Devon, I'm not able to hear you. I do appreciate you for your time. I'm going to give you a call after this. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Everybody, apologies for the difficulties. We're still learning this through. J Ping here, checking in live. RespectMyRegion.com. This is episode 4 of the official PNW Radio podcast. Tune back in for a revisit with Devon Jefferson. We will try to get some of those questions answered. Be sure to email them if you have anything that you'd like to know. Man, really appreciate you for attempting this one with us, bro. But for now, we'll have to try it again. Love you guys. Peace.